What's up? What's up? What's up, people? I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I'm existing, honestly. See, I used to say things that, oh, I'm doing pretty fine, but today I'm doing no pretty fine. Today I'm just do it. And it's crazy because I literally called earlier because, I'm doing overtime right now. So there is a possibility of me being canceled at any time as long as, if census becomes low. But I called earlier and I was like, hi. You guys have me on for later. Do I still need to pull up? You guys still need me? I'm like, sure, come in. And I was oh damn, if I go to work now. Which is crazy because first, ain't nobody telling me to pick up them extra overtime shift. And now I gotta show up and be my best, 100% to just, go through this, go through this, go through this, do this, do this. But honestly though, I'm doing well. I'm a little bit happy, and the reason being it's because my studying um progress is going pretty good. Not exactly as planned, never exactly as planned, but it's doing pretty great for what I got so far. And I should be done with like my initial reading later, and then I also found like to find sometimes to implement. Well, I also find sometimes to read the book that I showed you guys yesterday, which is something that I'm pretty happy about, and it's really interesting too. A little bit disgusting. You're talking about like crimes and stuff, and I don't want to say much because I don't want this video to be taken down, and I really don't want to get into the hassle of actually, you know, I don't want to do none of any unnecessary back and forth because I feel like it would have been an unnecessary back and forth having this video taken down and kind of explain them like why and stuff like that. I'm just gonna say it was creepy and disgusting based on like crime stuff, and the book is literally about like S killers and stuff like that. You guys kind of get the gist of it. I really don't want to say much. And throughout the book, I was like, oh my god, people actually do these things, and it was pretty helpful too because it was around like 2, 3 o'clock, and then me reading them things that I've never seen before, that I've never thought about before, kind of like kept me awake a little because I'm like, damn, like what does these people actually do? And it's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't wait to just go back into it. And the thing is, I used to tell myself like I ain't got no time to read, I ain't got no time to do this and that. But I realized that I got times. Honestly, I do have time, but I just need to learn when the times does show up to do certain things and actually be disciplined enough to do them things. I got some ice cream and some cheesecake, so that was what I was in the mood for eating now, snacking on. So I'm gonna snack on that while I'm talking to you guys. And mainly reading. Like literally, I fully remember today I had around like a 1 or 2 hour downtime where I felt like I was really down. And thinking about this, when I felt like this, I could have just, go and read. And by doing so, I would have been ahead on my reading, but I didn't because I just felt down. And the only thing that I was thinking about that time was scrolling, which is honestly effed up. Like, why you got time to do stuff, but you ain't doing them? You're just scrolling on your phone. I'm gonna try to work on that. But I'm pretty glad that, today I've come to this realization that, it's not necessarily not having a lot of time. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really have much time, honestly, but I do have some time to do whatever. Well, pretty much everything that I really want to do. So there's that. I haven't posted on Instagram yet. So I have like this small little post that I do every day on Instagram. So I haven't done that yet. I'm probably gonna be doing that later at work. I'm gonna also edit the video later as well to put this one for tomorrow. Finish my reading for my endocrine test later, and then tomorrow morning, what I plan on doing is get home as soon as possible. Remove the stuff in my car because them stuff have been in my car for a really long time now. So I just gotta make sure that I remove them, fold them and stuff, and iron my scrubs because school's gonna start again like next week, literally Monday. And clean up my car, clean up my room, and just relax. And I plan on, going back into the rhythm around like probably 9 o'clock or 10. Don't really quote me on this. To just, start actively reviewing and do active recall on my endocrine test that I have scheduled for Monday. But when it comes to board prep, I stopped with the board prepping because this endocrine stuff that I also have to take care of. But as soon as I'll be done with it, I'll actually have more time to dedicate with board prep. And adding on top of that, the fact that I'm not gonna be picking up any overtime shift. I'm gonna try not to work for more than 4 days out of the week. I used to work like 6 out of 7 or 7 out of no, I never had a 7 out of 7, did I? I could have had a 7 out of 7, but it was like a week getting into another week. That was I think I had a couple of 7 out of 7, but I will never do a 6 out of 6 again. A 6 out of 7 or a 5 out of 7. So it's always gonna be 3 out of 7. So I can have time, like to replenish myself, go to the gym, do stuff fun that I really like, get into my reading, go back into my coding and stuff. Like I realized that in order for me to go back into these things, so I gotta make sure that I take care of my school stuff, and at the same time I take care of myself as well. Because if I don't take care of myself, there is literally no way in hell that I will feel comfortable or even feel willing to do other things, because I'll just feel tired all the time. And I kind of like feel a little bit right now, not well, the tired all the time. And I've also realized it's because I'm not getting enough sleep, honestly. And I should start working on that, because if I'm gonna be working out and starting eating well and trying to get back into the gym, so I gotta make sure that I sleep well as well, because it's a package. So they are all related. So there's that. But that's pretty much it. I really want to vlog, but I don't have the stuff to vlog right now. So I'm gonna wait until next week when I do pay off my last credit card, and next I'll start like slowly start like putting some money aside to buy the equipment that I want to vlog. Because I was thinking about like taking my whole paycheck and go buy the stuff. Which honestly, if I can do it, do it. But I feel like doing this would have to take money away from other things that are very much more important right now. Because although vlogging is something that I know for a fact I would enjoy doing, but there's other things that are way much more important than that I should be taking care of right now, such as make sure that I pay off on my credit card. And this was a goal that I had like for a couple months ago. Not even a couple months ago, I'll say years. Because yeah, it's something I felt like, it's time for me to pay off my credit card. So I always come back into using them. I was not really motivated back then, to finish off paying them. Finish off paying them was kind of like, interesting about something. I'm like, damn, that would be nice, for me to have no credit card debt and stuff like that. But it wasn't something that I actively tried to get rid of. But a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, everything changed. So I was like, you know what, gonna pay them things, gonna try to be debt free by the time we graduate nursing school, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And next week, which gonna be around like Thursday or Wednesday or Friday, I'll pay off my last credit card, then I'll be debt free. Well, credit card debt free, I guess, and then I'll still have my car to pay off now. And for my car, I was thinking about doing the same thing as my credit card, where I'll just pick up any overtime shift that I can. But I ain't gonna be doing that because I feel like if I do, it's gonna be a recipe for me burning myself out. So therefore, I'm just gonna work one extra shift a week. That's it. That's the reason why I'm telling you I will never do more than 4 out of 7. One extra shift every week if I feel like it. If I don't feel like it, I ain't gonna do it. Not gonna lie, because there's a kind of a little bit pressure of me paying off my car, but I'm planning on doing at least like $1,000 a month to just finish off paying off this car. Saying it right now out loud, it's kind of like, damn, that's not enough, but I don't know. 1,000. I'm gonna try to do $1,500 a month. But I just like doing 500 every paycheck, or I do like 650 every paycheck. I'll probably would have to like 750 every paycheck. But I don't really care though, because that's all I gotta take care of, honestly. My phone and my internet bill is like $100. My car note is like 311, and my car insurance is like 250, and I don't have any credit card stuff, so I know I'm straight. There's literally nothing for me to worry about. So I'm gonna finish off paying up this car. Whenever I finish off paying up the car, hopefully, by the time that I graduate nursing school, and I'll be pretty much it, honestly. So yeah, we got a long-term goal, we got short-term goals, so we just gotta be disciplined, which is something that I used to be. Now I'm trying to get into the habit of, getting back, so I can do as much stuff as possible. But I'm happy though because I remember a couple months ago I was overthinking about like me starting nursing school, the program, and me studying for nursing schools and stuff like that. And then right, I'm like almost like 4 months close to ending the program. Stuff that I've been thinking about, dreaming about, praying about are becoming real now. So I'm pretty grateful for it. And then I'm gonna go back to school to finish my AA, get my BS, get my master's, and then after that, take a little break and start studying for med school. So it's kind of like, things are slowly but surely coming back into place, which is something that it a little bit unrealistic because me thinking about I would never thought about like well I did thought about it, but me thinking about it was kind of like a negative way, thinking about like oh it will never actually happen, but actually seeing them happen and it makes me really happy even though it's really hard for me to show up emotions sometimes, but that's all I gotta say though. So I hope you guys are doing pretty good, taking care of yourself, taking care of things that you gotta do. Because there's multiple things you gotta do, taking care of, and if you don't do it, nobody's gonna do it for you. So you guys stay safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe a little later. But most likely tomorrow morning, though, once I'm done with my shift. So yeah, take it easy.